what we are going to do is a pitta reducing practice, but we're going to move a little bit slower. Pitta speeds everything up. Heat speeds everything up. So we're going to do a practice tonight where we actually pause, hold poses, move into the next pose, hold, and kind of start bringing in a little bit more of a contemplative, meditative state. So I really want to encourage you to stay connected to breath. Take the tip of your tongue and place it on the roof of your mouth. And what that's going to do is it's going to help open up the throat and help you with ujjayi breath, or at least a more balanced breath. Okay, so let's get started with that. I don't have beautiful Tina here, but that's all right. She's in Germany. All right, for a wedding. Okay, so coming to your mat, and we are going to start at the top of the mat. And we're going to start with rolling one shoulder back and then the other. So you're going to go right shoulder back and then left. Right shoulder back and then left. Right and then left. Good. And then we're going to take the arm and bring it up. Take it above the head, palm goes up, release. And then do the other arm. Good. Open up. Keep going. One more set. Good. Now the right arm is going to go back behind you and you're going to sit. Reach, rotate, come up. Up, forward fold. And then come back up. Reach, hands to the heart. Release. Left arm comes up. And as you reach, sit. Drop. Come up. Forward fold. Come back up. Reach. And then hands to your heart. Right arm comes up. Reach back. Good. You're going to sit. Wrap the arms around. Then reach. Forward fold all the way down. Then add an extension, step back, right leg lunge. Drop the knee, and then rotate. Release. Step that back leg forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. Release your arms. Left arm comes up. As you come up, then you bend, sit, wrap the arms, rotate. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Add an extension. Then step back left leg, drop the knee, and then rotate. Drop your hips, you guys. Good, then release. Back leg steps forward. Forward fold, inhale up. Exhale, hands to the heart, release, stand down. Good, inhale, that right arm comes up, you're gonna sit. And then this time we hold, press. The hand now goes to your hip. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, forward fold. Add an extension. Step your right leg back and drop the knee. And then rotate. Then your back leg then steps forward. Fold. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the heart, then release them to your side. Good. Left arm swings up and around. Sit, rotate, wrap, and now your right hand goes to the hip. So it looks like this. And hold. Feeling a bigger rotation. Inhale up. Exhale down. Add an extension and step the left leg back. Lunge, drop the knee. And rotate. Drop your hips, you guys. So keep your left hand on the ground. Drop your hip. And then release. Back leg steps forward. Fold. Inhale up. Exhale all the way down. Add an extension and then step back, down dog. Block out your heels if you need to. Otherwise, just draw both heels down. Get hollow in your belly. And then from there, drop down onto your knees. Extend your right leg out with the left arm. Hold. Navel in. Now the left hand's going to come down. Watch what you're going to do. You're going to actually shift your leg back. This is actually for the back. Now, your left foot switches over and goes into the front of the hip flexor. Reach your arms forward and drop. Or you could drop down onto your elbows. So what this does is it releases the back. Your toes are curled under on that left leg, you guys. Back leg is straight. It is not dropped. It is straight. This releases your back. It's going to release the glutes and the back. Good, and then shift forward. Take that left foot, push it back in, then reach that right leg up. Push into three-legged dog. Step that right leg forward, and you're going to go right into Trikonasana. Now you can come right up, start out above the knee and reach, or go below the knee, or to the shin, or you can use a block. The block goes to the baby toe side of the foot. The thing that I really want you to pay attention to is that torso leaning forward. Really, really try not to do that, you guys. Here's what I mean. This. People do this all the time. Lean back, line up your torso with the front leg. You should feel a little bit of a challenge there with balance. Patty, can you go lower? You look like you need to. Okay, the other thing I want you to do is take out the rounding here in the torso. So sometimes people are doing this. See that? Lengthen here, the bottom side of your torso. Get length there, then drop. Not grounded. Lengthen. Feel that out, you guys. Okay, so take your arm, extend it out. Could you do that, Patty? This arm. The other arm. Yep. Now get length. Reach. Take your other arm out of it. You don't have to do the upper arm. Just take it out. Reach, get length. Now, lengthen here. Now lower without collapsing. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now reach the other arm up. You know, it's so funny the way the iPad is. It makes her look like she's just only got one arm. Okay. Is that better? Does that feel better? Do you feel you're getting late? Now, drop your ribs. Drop. Woo! Drop your ribs. Oh, poor Patty. I'm focusing on her. So, Robin, you need to release this lower arm. Yep. Now, take it down. There you go. Upper arm comes forward up. Yep. Now, watch your head. Pull it back. Yep. Okay. Swing the arm around. Step back, down dog. Oh, thank God, right? Good. We'll take a little shift forward into plank. Drop down onto your knees. Release back, so fold your toes. And then go forward, lower. Lift up cobra. Good. And then we're going to go back. Crawling position. Extend the left leg, right arm. Left leg, right arm. Hold it, navel in. Good, now your right hand comes to the ground. This back leg, the foot goes over to the left. You see that? Move it over. Then shift your leg back. Go all the way back. You can drop onto your elbows. Do not bend the back knee. This helps release. You can take your heel into the hip flexor, but I do not want you dropping the back knee. Hold it. Stretching your toes, your feet, and your low back, and your glutes. This will release the back. If you can hold it a little longer, it's better. Good, and then we shift forward, lift back up, move your right foot back over and push back, three-legged dog. And then step that leg forward, come right up. Trikonasana, so let me turn. Yes, you can use a block, so just grab your block. Line up the front heel with the arch of the back foot. Start out a little higher. Now I want you to keep length here. In other words, I want your ribs to push out, not concave. Push out. You're reaching with this side of your torso. Then lengthen, slowly lower. You can start out here above the knee. The other arm comes up. Then maybe go below the knee to the shin then. Maybe to a block. Or even to the floor. That's going to be on the baby toe side of the foot. And watch out for leaning forward. You lean back. Now, drop your ribs here. Drop. Pull your chin in. We're holding this. Nice. I think this side's better for you, Patty. Okay. So same thing here. You want to drop the ribs here. So instead of being like this, drop. It's an adjustment. This is why mirrors are nice. Instead of being concave here, rounded, drop. Literally take that upper hand, push the ribs down, and then bring your arm up. Okay, so you're a little bit rounded, Robin. So see if you could come up a little bit higher, maybe with your hand. Yeah, now drop this part of you, drop it, push, then lower, drop this. So instead of, you're a little bit like this, you're rounded like this. So you want to drop. And then move the arm up. Wow, we're really working that Trikonasana today. It's tridosic, by the way. Good for everybody. Addie's like, ew. All right, swing the arm around. And step back. Drop down onto your knees, release back. Shift forward, lower. Lift up cobra and take it back. Down dog. Hold it. Good. Right leg then it's going to come up and step forward, warrior two. So you're opening up. Nice open hips, and you want a wider stance. Turn your head and look down the middle right finger. Navel in. Hold that pose, but soften your face. So when we hold the poses just a little bit longer, it gives us an opportunity to reconnect with breath, soften, make sure that we're reducing intensity in the pose. Then dropping into partial Konasana. Then lift up, reach. Now you're going to straighten the front leg, pull your back leg in, and then see if you can really get some length here on this right side of the ribs. Reach, 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 and drop right into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Now once your hand comes down, don't do this where you end up just rounding. Drop, just literally drop your ribs. Move the right hip back, drop your ribs. Swing the arm around and step back, down dog. Shift forward plank, lower. Lift up Ujjanasana. And then take it back into a crawling position. Right leg goes out with the left arm. Bring the left hand down. Pull that left foot in towards the right hip flexor. Shift back and drop. Again, to release your glutes, which will help your low back. Keep the back leg lifted. So the kneecap is off the ground. Your heel on that left foot is at the right front of the hip flexor. Keep driving that right heel back. Drive it back. And you'll feel a bigger stretch. Good. Now shift forward and flatten out the left foot, but you're going to keep it right where it is. Flatten it out. So instead of toes curled under, flatten out. Good. And now you're going to shift back, drop, and go into pigeon. Now, if you can pull the right foot up a little bit, do it. Pull it up. Then take your weight to the left glute. So I'm taking my blanket. Let me show you. I'm going to take my blanket, move it right under my hip, sit. Then my right leg is going to come around and wrap around that left thigh. Both sit bones then go down. So now I'm sitting on my blanket with both sit bones, and then rotate to the right. Keep your chest lifted. So twists are, like I always want to remind you, they're the most helpful poses for helping to squeeze out heat. You can also help with taking your inhale through your nose, exhaling out your mouth. Inhale, bring in cool air. Exhale, release the warm air. Good, and then releasing that leg, right leg goes back and step back down dog. Good, we're gonna drop down into a crawling position again. We're kind of going into this a little bit different, but that's okay. Left leg extends, right arm. Hold it there. Hold, navel in. Navel in, you guys. Steady. This is great for your back. Then release your right arm down. Take your right foot over to the left hip. Reach back. Your toes stay curled under. You got to go all the way back so that your right heel goes into the front of the hip. And I'm driving my left heel back, but I'm keeping my knee off the ground. Knee off the ground. Keep driving that heel back. You've got tight feet. You might be feeling this in your feet as opposed to your hip, but you're going to get the benefit in this pose of both of those areas of the body getting stretched. Good. Then we slowly shift forward. Flatten out the foot. It stays right there though. And I kind of move my leg up a little bit so I can stay on my mat. And then shift down and release down into pigeon. Now, if you can pull the front foot up a little bit, move it up. And hold. So it should be your left leg extended back behind you, right leg in front. Good, and then you are going to take your weight. I'm going to turn so you guys can see. Take your weight to the right side, use a blanket. Shift. Pull the back leg around. It goes to the right side, and then I'm going to move my blanket so both sit bones can be on it. Sit up tall. Rotate. Hold. Inhale through the nose. And then exhale out the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. And then releasing that front leg back. And then step back into down dog. Good. Shift forward plank, lower. And then lift up cobra. Take it back, down dog. And now we're finally going to step forward with the left leg into warrior two. So now you're on the other side. I'll turn. So you guys, it looks like we're all on the same leg. Look down the middle left finger. Then going into Parsvakonasana, modified. Or you can go deeper, no problem. Or you can use a block. Put it on the inside of the foot. Take time to notice your breath. Slow things down. Fire element likes to speed up. Good, then lift up out of that. Now, as you lift up out of that, you're going to adjust your back foot in. Line up the front heel with the arch of the back foot. Reach, and then go right into Trikonasana. Now remember, you want to keep your length here in the rib cage. Then slowly upper arm releases down. Step back, down dog. Shift forward plank and slowly lower. Lift up cobra. And take it back, child's pose. So you're going to bring your big toes together, open up the knees, and release back. Hold. And relax. So do soften your shoulders and your arms. You're not holding anything in that child's pose. Child's pose is a resting position. So make sure you do feel rested in that position. It's important that you're letting your body rest. Good, and then from there, we're gonna sit up. Take your legs to the right side and sit. Now you can use a blanket here. It's up to you. You don't have to. Take your top foot into the arch of the bottom foot. Rotate to the left. Then extend your right leg straight out to the side. Reach. Both sit bones down, so use your blanket, pull it in, both sit bones down, and extend the upper arm. Breathe into your ribs and loosen up any tension. Breathe into that side body. Release tension in the spleen, in the ribs, in the intercostal muscles. Deep breath there. Good, and then release. And then this right leg goes over the left again. And rotate to the right. Now, then from there, that leg releases and both legs come out. In front of you, push up into tabletop. Then release. And now we sit up and take our legs to the left side. Now you take that top foot into the arch of the bottom foot on the other side. Rotate to the right. Extend your left leg straight out. And then reach. Open up that side body. Okay, once again, you want to breathe into the side body, release tension out of the ribs, out of the intercostal muscles between the ribs, and then loosen up, breathe into the liver. Breathe into the side body. Allow tension to release. And then from there, release out of it. Top, this extended leg here goes up and goes over. And now you rotate to the left. And you can use a blanket and sit on a blanket, no problem. Squeeze out any tension. Squeeze those organs. This is a way of internally massaging your organs in your torso. So great. Very beneficial. Good, and then release that leg and then go into that tabletop again. and then down. And you're either going to take it into a forward fold or go back, plow. So if plow doesn't work for you, just do a forward fold. It's the same pose, a lot less intense. Okay, but if you can do plow, you're going to go back. Good, and then slowly, slowly coming out of that. Yeah, right leg comes up, goes over the left extended leg, rotate again. Or you take your hand to the baby toe side of that right leg and rotate that way. Either way, you choose. And look at that right thumb. Then that right leg goes on top of the left and fold right over. Stack the knees. Fold. Good, then release. And now the left leg comes up and goes over the right. Rotate. Looking over the left shoulder, or come down, grab the baby toe side of the foot, extend the left leg, lift the arm, look at your thumb. Good, and then releasing that top leg, stack the knees, and forward fold. Isolated hamstring stretch. Good, then we're going to release out of that, find your heels, take it onto your back, push up into bridge. That just neutralizes the pelvis. Release the pelvis, open up the arms, knees come up, go to the right, look to the left. Take 2 breaths. And the legs come up and go to the left and look to the right. Again, 2 breaths. And then slowly releasing out of that. Again, another bridge. And then set yourself up for Shavasana, corpse pose. Legs go to the corners of the mat, shoulder blades underneath you, palms up. Cover your eyes, corpse pose, Savasana. Relax, let go. Soften your breath. Feel your connection to the ground. Supported, stable. Relax the whole body. Let the breath slow down. Let go. Nothing you need to do except be still and quiet. Let the body unwind all on its own. All right, and then deepen your breath. Allow some movement into your fingers and toes, and then gently roll to your right side. Then bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position, hands together, and connect your thumbs to the heart. Close your eyes. Draw your awareness to the very center of your body. Between the right and the left sides of the body, identify and feel where is the center between your two halves. And then feel the front body and back body and find the center between the front and back. Become aware of your physical center. Hold your awareness there between the right and left sides of the body and front and back sides of the body. Literally be centered. And may you have a wonderful, peaceful evening. Namaste. Good job. Okay, so remember, it's getting darker earlier a little bit, so it's easier to do those evening walks. So do that.